A lovely day to all you ladies and gents, David here from Hybrid's Backyard, and today I'm sharing my opinion on Ratchet Clank, A Rift Apart on PS5. Now, A Rift Apart was developed by INSOMNIAC Games. For those who don't know, 1, you've probably been sleeping under a rock for 27 years, and 2, they are the guys behind all of those right there. Yeah, a lot of them are pretty solid. Spyro, Ratchet Clank, Resistance, Spider-Man, and quite a bunch more. But anyways, to my knowledge, A Rift Apart is their first fully PS5 designed from the ground up game, and I was looking for a simple yet fun game to play with my daughter, so I picked it up. Hashtag no fucking regrets. Now before we continue, if you like the video, please like, or if you don't, you're invited to destroy the dislike button. Either way, a sub to the channel would be awesome. Let's keep going. Graphic first. They are insane. Forget about anything else. When I saw Ratchet for the first time, I felt an urge to rub his fur. I mean, if that ain't fucking worth something, I don't know what is. It felt on par with high-end animation movies like Pixar or DreamWorks. The reflection from RTX, even at the start of the game when you see the entire parade reflected in Dr. Nefarious's helmet, had me go nuts. Everything was brought to life in a way that stunned me, and it truly makes the game feel like a next-gen experience to me. But well, the game could look good but be boring as hell, so is it? No fucking way, it's not boring at all. I mean, the game doesn't even try to be too serious. It's a fun and relaxing game. Playing with my daughter, who's half able to talk in English, was easy. She understood what the characters were saying and got the controls down like that. The characters are charismatic and funny to watch. Even the death animation are made to be laughed at. It's a good experience all around. The jokes are meant to be lighthearted and honestly a little bit aimed at a younger audience. Adult be warned here, most of them weren't that funny to me, but watching my daughter laugh was well worth it. And this brings me to the story. Again, the keyword is simple. It's interactive and engaging. I was interested to know what was going to happen as it went along, and the small twists and turns were just right. It didn't disappoint me. My daughter, who's not usually that much into video games, surprised me by asking to play to know what was going to happen, which was honestly a very big win in my opinion. But just as before, it felt like it was written for a younger audience. Someone who just thinks a little bit too much will predict most of where the story is going, and the surprise element will be kind of fleeting.
Throw your eyes into the local incinerator because they are clearly malfunctioning. More important.
Now I understand that ever since I started to talk about this game, I didn't say anything that was really insane. It's all like, oh yeah, you know, the reflections are quite nice, the story is good, my daughter was laughing and everything, but there's no real big selling point. But this is where it changes. The PS5 controller. This game, it's freaking great. I mean, the small speakers on it makes a different sound every time I shoot a gun. The rumbles are so intense that if you leave them alone on the desk, some gun makes it sound like there's music coming out of it. In my hand and some guns, you can feel a wave going from left to right or right to left, and it makes for a fucking intense sensation of movement. The adaptive triggers, mixed with the rumbles, makes for some realistic shooting, like you're actually shooting a gun in your hand. And those features are implemented everywhere. I mean, it's not just a weapon. Even when you jump, you'll feel a rumble going on. You can skate with the hover boots and you'll have to crank those triggers to skate it up, like gaining speed. And the rumbling is making it feel as if you're actually the one pushing the skates. It's really awesome. It's honestly my 11 out of 10 right there. The controller itself is great. It's really the best implementation I've seen. The only downside is that I had to keep it plugged in all the time because all of this rumbling and everything, it drained my battery like there's no tomorrow, but it was still freaking worth it. Why hello ladies and gents, really sorry for the interruptions. I just wanted to tell everyone that this section of the audio had to be redone for inexperienced reason, so please forgive the difference in voice you're about to hear. Now obviously I've been going on and on about the good points, and I'm not taking back any of them, but there's also a little side that I disliked a little bit, and for me that was the game difficulty. It's all over the place. I mean, I understand it's not the kind of game you'd get the biggest challenge out of, and we want the kids to enjoy themselves, But Rookie Explorer makes it so hard to die that my daughter never felt the challenge. No, she's 6 years old, going up to Resistance Leader, I think. It's kind of better. The bosses are a real challenge now, but the enemies are as weak as my dead grandma. So going Renegade Legend would be the right choices, right? Well, not really. If you go there, the bosses are a great challenge, but so does every enemy you encounter. I mean, they become as strong as bosses. So you're actually fighting an entire game of bosses. So yeah, an entire game with no regular enemy. The only thing you're going to be doing is running out of ammo, dodging endless waves of bullet, wasting 10 to 15 minutes in every single room you enter, going back and forth just for ammo, switching weapon all the time. The only good point for that mode is that if you manage to win, you're gonna feel like Rambo, but at the end of the day, it's just an over-difficult mode with no rewards. There's not even a trophy for doing it. It makes it as pointless as playing with the Colibri as a permanent main gun in Battlefield 1. But hey, after all, I've bought this game to have an experience with my 6-year-old, and I have to say, it hit the spot, it did the job. She had fun, we laughed it out, she got interested in video games, finally. And overall, the smile on her face when she was playing it was worth every penny. Now, that's it for today, guys. Anyone who owns a PS5 who felt interested in the game after watching this video, please get yourself a friend that has it and try through SharePlay with them. And if you like it, in my opinion, it is well worth the price. The smile on my daughter's face was magical from the moment she discovered the character to the end of it when she fought the last boss. As usual, let me know what you think in the comment, good or bad. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter, Hybrid10118. I'll be going back to my PS5, hope to see a few people join in on the fun. Y'all have a wonderful day and I'll see you around.